That's what I feel now. Let's call this song exactly what it is. Oh, my life, be waiting for you. No, how you do. Well, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small $5 monthly fee, you can be privy to all the shenanigans first. Now, let's talk about David Ritz, Respect, The Life of Aretha Franklin, Part 18. Where we left off, guys, okay, we was discussing how the family knew that Aretha was not having episodes, that actually Aretha was having nervous breakdowns, okay, which I would attribute to her having high anxiety, okay? I would believe that all artists do have high anxiety, because you're always trying to, outdo yourself. But anyway, they said, okay, we all know that Aretha is having nervous breakdowns, but we're not going to say it out loud. Also, she is madly in love with Ken Cummings, her fourth baby father. And, even though you heard me say she was madly in love with Ken Cummings, she was still creeping around with Mr. Corduroy Pants and Perfect Bush, Dennis Edwards. Girl, I don't blame you. Remember, Aretha and Wexler were back in Atlantic Studios in New York. She and Jerry Wexler were discussing whether or not she should do the song Young, Gifted, and Black. Now, know this. The situation with Riri is, Riri enjoys doing covers, but I told you earlier she wasn't doing it to pay homage to the artist. She's doing it to prove to everybody I can do what you do and do it better, right? So Jerry Wexler was like, I don't know, Riri. I don't know, baby girl. Maybe you shouldn't touch that one because Nina Simone did such an excellent job and it would be kind of be in poor taste. But didn't we discuss before that Riri don't give two shits about taste? She ain't thinking about taste, or at least not your taste. Her taste is telling her to do Young, Gifted, and Black. Now, after the session, Aretha flew to Las Vegas where Jet reported, that good old Jet, the Tasha K of the goddamn 60s, 70s, and 80s, okay? Oh, that Jet magazine. I was like, oh, they so salacious, man. I didn't even realize that Jet magazine was so, they like Natasha K. It's like, you want to print the story, but you be like, nah, I ain't gonna print the story. But Jet magazine, oh, they was burning her. Anyways, Jet magazine had wrote in their magazine that Sammy Davis Jr. made a deal with, what is the hotel? In the International Hotel, saying that if Aretha Franklin would no-show you, that I would come in and take care of the show for her. Okay, now this is because in the last episode we was talking about how that goddamn Riri, having one of them nervous breakdowns, had shitted on Caesar's Palace out there in Vegas. Okay, Ruth Bowman had booked her for a whole week out there. Okay, and it broke barriers for her financially and venue-wise. She fucked it up. She had one of them damn nervous breakdowns. So because Ruth Bowman is good friends with Sammy Davis Jr., she was able to finagle it. Okay, where Sammy would say, if she don't show up, you got me. Jerry Wexler had finally convinced Aretha Franklin to come down to Miami to record. Okay, but this time she came willingly. Okay, and she came with her sisters and her cousin. I forget, I think the cousin name is Brenda. I think it is, but she's a part of another singing group. I know y'all put it below. But anyway, this time she came armed willingly with her sisters and Daydreaming in hand. Aretha had written the basics of Daydreaming sometime earlier, said Carolyn. And when I first heard it, I knew it was a monster. It was about Dennis Edwards and a famous limo trip the two of them had taken together from Saratoga Springs to New York City with the champagne flowing and the curtains drawn. It's a head over heels in love song with a silky smooth, feel good groove. In that same session, she recorded Rocksteady. Rocksteady was released in 1972 along with Daydreaming. They were both top 10 hits on the R&B and anyway, Jerry Wexler had found himself in an article of Jet Magazine. Jet Magazine had printed that Jerry Wexler was not only trying to control Aretha Franklin musically, but outside of the music also. This stemmed from the fact that Aretha had announced, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to help myself and other people, my peers, to do a charity for Angela Davis. Okay, we all know Angela Davis, right? The problem was that some kind of way it got put out there that Atlantic was not going to allow Aretha to do anything that would be associated with the likes of Angela Davis. Why? Because, they labeled her a communist, okay? Right about now, listen, they're not using those words no more. Back then, they used those words frequently. They used the title communist frequently, okay? That means anybody that goes against the grain of America's, brand, okay? They can't do that. If you do anything against America, you're labeled a communist. Or what America feels, that's what you're labeled. Right about now, all of us are communists right now because none of us agree with what the hell is going on in America, in American politics right now. But back then, Angela Davis, all the Black Panthers, all the people who went against the grain, even in regards of racial equality, they were labeled communists. I wonder if YouTube is going to monetize this because I said that word so many times, but we'll see. Atlantic didn't want their artists to be associated with the likes of Angela Davis, right? What ended up happening was Aretha did not do the event, not because Atlantic told her not to do the event, but because she just had a scheduling issue. That's it. Just like Cardi B accidentally, hit them titties out in public the other day. Remember she accidentally dropped that picture of her with no shirt on, and we seen her titty. Listen, she made me feel good. That's why I love the internets, because the internets will make you feel like, God dang on, I ain't the only one messed up. Her areola did not look like a pepperoni, baby. It did not look like a pepperoni. It looked like one of them ink blots they use when they giving you a mental health assessment. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's my Libra sister. We can't be perfect, but I knew something was wrong. Said that it was a mistake. Believable, because according to Ruth Bowman and Cecil, Aretha would do shit like that all the time. She would say that Ruth Bowman and Cecil said that Aretha would just talk to people, okay, I'll take care of it. And in this instance, she had promised the college that she would perform. Okay. So she double booked herself. And she did that frequently because when she promised people that she would perform or, do something or attend an event or something like that, she never discussed it with Cecil and Ruth Bowman. I stopped arguing with Ree about her show, says Cecil. It wasn't worth it. People came to hear her sing. If she overdid the stage settings, well, no one really cared. Same thing is true of the elaborate gowns she began wearing in the early 70s. Some fans complained they were over the top and didn't reflect a sense of refined taste. Well, Aretha had her own taste in clothes, refined or not. Far as I was concerned, it was her taste in music, not her taste in clothes. Now, I told you before that her ass had that bad taste. I just had to throw that in there so that we all could know that we wasn't tripping when we would see Aretha Franklin and them fucked up outfits, and on the inside we felt real bad. Like, what is Aretha doing Who is her stylist? Why is she doing that? Does she not know how fucked up she looks? We're learning today. You learn something new every day. That yes, they knew that her outfits was effed up. She just didn't care. Okay. Now here we are. Riri has decided, okay, I done funked it right on up with y'all, but now I'm ready to get back to my roots. I'm ready to make a gospel album. Okay. James Cleveland, who is a friend to Aretha and the family, said that he was excited when Riri called because she felt like, child, my bad, James. My bad. You know, I'm always getting them, you know, she's wrong and shit like that. And I ain't trying to, you know, anyway, just cut, put that to James Cleveland felt like it would be a good venture because it would be a way for the gospel world to get connected with a broader audience. Was Amazing Grace. Her brother Cecil looked at the album as a wonderful interlude in Aretha Franklin's life. It was a part of her healing, or it helped her to heal some wounds. The only thing that Cecil says was wrong was that he wished that the interlude had lasted. On January 27th, Mahalia Jackson died in Chicago. Over 50,000 admirers passed by her casket at the Greater Salem Baptist Church. Her funeral, held at Ari Crown Theater at McCormick's Place, was attended by 6,000 people. Aretha was there to pay tribute. She sang Precious Lord, the same hymn Mahalia had sung at the funeral for Dr. King. Now that Aretha got her a little taste of television, she wants to, you know, do a little comedy, because say what you want to about Aries women. Them bitches is crazy, but they are funny as hell. You hear me? They are funny as hell. So Aretha Franklin had the gift of mimicking people, or mimicking singers, female singers, her peers. Okay. She can do it effortlessly. And it was funny when she did it. So when it came time for her to be on the Flip Wilson show, do y'all know about the Flip Wilson show? I don't even know if I was watching reruns or not. All I knew was that my grandmother loved Flip Wilson. We loved. Riff Bowman had got on the show with Aretha and explained to the producers, look, you got a gold mine right here. She can do any voice you wanted to do. She did it. It was hilarious. And it went over with the crowd. On March 24th, she celebrated her 13th birthday. 30th, child. 30th. She celebrated her 30th birthday by giving herself a party at New York's American Hotel. Guests included Richard Roundtree, Cannonball Adderley, Miriam Makeba, Nikki Giovanni, Betty Shabazz, and Quincy Jones, to whom she had told him, oh, nigga, I'm going to work with you. You, Quincy, you, homeboy. We are at Riri's birthday party. Everybody there, including Quincy the Jones, that bad motherfucker. That Quincy Jones. Oh, my God. Oh, he might be crazy as a motherfucker right there, but he is a bad mother hunter. You heard me. You know he did he was the arranger for The Wiz, right? Okay, I just wanted to tell you just in case you guys didn't know. But anyway, they had Riri's party. Riri say, Quincy Jones, you about to produce my next album. Jerry, do you have a problem with that? Jerry said he didn't have a problem with that. He said that he had been producing Aretha Franklin for years and he had much success, so he wasn't intimidated by. In fact, Jerry Wexler thought that it would be an excellent idea because Atlantic had worked with Quincy Jones before, okay? He was one of the arrangers to one of Ray Charles' excellent albums, okay? So Jerry Wexler knew what he was capable of, okay? Jerry Wexler also knew that just like Riri, that he was flaky, that he would show up late, he would miss deadlines. He was just very cavalier about it. But like I said, I think when you are talented like that, they excuse your poor behavior. But never mind. Jerry Wexler felt like, okay, Quincy Jones, you got an opportunity to work with Aretha Franklin. You don't want to fuck this up, bro. This could make you or break you. Don't fuck this up. That's what he assumed, that Quincy Jones would get himself together until the first day of taping. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this: the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. You babies have a good one. Peace.